have already started to send the teams in the different CHSLD, the ones that are more in difficulty, teams to review with them how to do the prevention of infection, how to use the protective equipment. It's a very important thing because in CHSLD, there's a specific environment. It's not the same as in a hospital.
Quebec registered 109 new COVID-19 deaths for a total of 1,243 people who have died from the virus. 97% of the deaths occurred in people over the age of 70. 93 out of the 109 deaths from the last 24 hours coming from long-term care facilities.
Unfortunately, the situation is getting worse and worse because today we have 800 people more missing. So that's why we've asked the Army.
Premier François Legault issued another urgent appeal for help, confirming that 8,500 healthcare workers are now absent from the network. 5,000 have tested positive for the virus, while many more are not showing up to work because of fears for their health and their families. An additional 800 healthcare workers went missing from the network in the past 24 hours alone, he said, explaining why Quebec asked for help from the Canadian Armed Forces, which Prime Minister Trudeau said Ottawa is working on. The Premier urged healthcare workers who have finished their quarantine time and are now healthy to come back to work.
Please. Come back to help us. We need you.
There are 21,838 confirmed cases of COVID-19 in Quebec. 1,411 COVID patients are hospitalized, and 207 people are in intensive care. Public Health Director Horacio Arruda confirmed he will strongly recommend people wear a mask if taking public transportation or if the 2-meter distance can't be respected. That more is coming on this soon. Premier Legault reiterating that no one will be forced or obliged to go back to school, that the goal is to reopen schools and businesses gradually and slowly build herd immunity while protecting the most vulnerable.
It's a lot better to reopen gradually than to send 1 million kids at the same time in September with the flu and all the possibility of having a greater wave in September.
In Montreal, Sharon Yonan Reynolds, City News.